Joining us right now, Councilman Mike Sullivan and Councilwoman Helena Brown. I want to thank you both for coming on with me. We're talking about the mayor's State of the City address. This will be her second State of the City address. She's talking to business leaders today. All right, before I get to the easy stuff, Helena, let's start with you, Councilwoman. Tell me what the mayor has done right. Maybe one or two things that you feel she's done right.
Well, certainly we've allowed the citizens of Houston to get engaged locally, and prime example is with the speeding ordinance. And this has been a wake-up call for those citizens in Houston who have had opportunity to get civically involved and to take an interest in politics. One of my favorite quotes is from Pericles that says, "If you don't have an interest in politics, politics will take an interest in you."
There's no question about that. Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Sullivan, tell me one or two things quickly that you think the mayor has done right.
Well, she was fair recently when she took her last trip. She used Southwest Airlines. Before that, she'd been using only United.
That's it? That's the only thing you can point to, Councilman?
Well, honestly, I think we've made some inroads in economic development that we can be proud of. But we have a lot more serious things that we do have to be working on, and we've got to make sure that message gets out.
All right. Now, Councilwoman Brown, let me start with you. I know that you and the mayor have butted heads. Well, you do it almost daily. As she makes this speech to business leaders, she is certainly going to promote the fact that Houston is business friendly. Would you agree with that? Are we a business friendly city in your eyes?
By no means. And being out there in the community, talking to residents as well as businesses, and residents work in companies, they own companies and the like, and daily you have testimony from folks who talk about how much they're struggling trying to grow their business. I believe the ratio of companies moving to Houston is a lot less than those that are moving out because of the higher permitting fees, 250% increase recently that got passed last year. We have the new drainage tax. It's a heavy burden on businesses that are trying to invest as much money as possible in their businesses to grow them, to hire new employees and the like. Fortunately, with Houstonians, they have this resilient nature, this resilient attitude that really allows them to continue to fight and to continue to have a positive attitude and try to, hope for change to the future.
Let me ask the councilman, Mike, just real quick here. Can you tell me, is this a business-friendly community? She's going to talk about the 200 jobs that are coming to Houston. Is that enough?
Well, let me first say that more people are moving here to Houston than moving out. Let's talk about the facts. U-Haul just released their annual report that we all pay attention to, and there are more one-way rentals coming to Houston than anywhere else in the country. So let's just bunk that myth. No, not business friendly, and we don't need to be promoting the fact that 200 new jobs came to Houston as a news event. That needs to be happening every day. We need to be promoting the fact that we're reducing our cost of government, that we are improving relationships with our public safety, increasing economic development, keeping our tax rates low, and running the business, learning to live within our means and do what we can with what we have.
All right. Councilman Sullivan and Councilwoman Brown, hang on. When we come back, I want to talk about some of the social issues that have been pushed to the front of the mayor's agenda. Councilwoman Brown, let me ask you this. Do you feel that Mayor Parker has focused more of her attention on her social agenda to the exclusion of more serious issues of Houstonians?
Well, some of the serious issues of Houstonians are things such as bringing businesses and jobs to Houston, et cetera. I want to get the record straight. We might have reports issued by whomever, but if we really analyze the numbers numbers show that businesses are leaving Houston. They are not coming to Houston. And we need to look at the city proper, not regions or not county-wide. And so we really look at the numbers. We know what the truth is.
All right, and I think, Mike, she's coming back to something that you had said. I think that you and Councilwoman Brown maybe disagree on that, but I'm interested in the question. Do you think that the social agenda that the mayor is putting forth is done to the exclusion of more serious issues here?
There's certainly that in this current administration, yes, sir.
And Councilman Sullivan, how do you respond? Did we lose Mike? Oh, we might have lost Mike. All right. Councilwoman Brown, I want to thank you for your time. And I also know that there was another report that had just come out about funding for family planning. Do you want to speak to that for just a moment here before I let you go?
Certainly. We have a government that can't even define a family, and when they go around giving counseling and handing out contraceptives to our youth and trying to help them understand and organize their lives, like when we can't even organize the city here. We also have serious problems with the health risks of all these items and stuff. And for us as a government to get involved in all of that is just totally inappropriate.
I got Councilman Sullivan back. Mike, let me just ask the question one more time real quick to you. Do you think that the mayor is focusing more on her social agenda than other serious issues here in Houston?
I do think she is, and I think it's a real distraction. When she campaigned, she promised the business community that she would not advance her social agenda while she was in office. She's doing that privately. She's pushing and behind this referendum for same-sex benefits on the November referendum ballot. I think it's a real danger. It's going to divide this city. It's already brought the churches in to be more engaged than they ever have been before, and they're really, really watching her.
All right. I want to thank you both. It is great to have you both on. Look forward to talking with you again. Councilman Mike Sullivan, Councilwoman Helena Brown.